Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Liverpool stream, ladies and gentlemen. Liverpool show, guys. Not an MMA show, but he's replacing them in the background at least. So we're going to be talking about Liverpool Football Club, our club. We have a massive game tomorrow. It's the derby as well, and it's them little blue bastards who just love to derail our title charge as much as they can. And I just can't be arsed with it. You get me? Big up to every single one of you guys. Tell Rovlin to stop begging it. The same guy that commented on my "Who would you pick to stay?" The Egyptian king Mo Salah. Have some shame. You don't get to call him king, right? You don't get to call him king. Everything you've said about him, you're gonna call him king. Stick to Nunes, who said big up Saudi in an interview. Yeah, you can fuck off to Saudi. Go support Al Nassr with him. And anyway, make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. You get me? We are back again, back a blood clot again. You get me? Everton tomorrow. I can't wait. Actually, I can wait because I'm shitting myself for the game. I'll be honest with you. I ain't trying to see Everton still. Like the video, subscribe. Everyone keep getting involved in chat. Let us know your opinions. Joining me first and foremost is the biggest criminal in the entirety of the Northwest, of course. And no one has yet added to the list of crimes. Please feel free to reach out to me and add to the list of crimes. Man like Tom Little. Hi.
Hello, mate.
Hi. How are you?
I'm about as good as you can be when you've got a Merseyside derby that could potentially be title defining tomorrow.
You know, the one thing I love about you is you're very good at insulting Everton, but like the closer the derby gets, the more you start to shit yourself, which I respect.
Oh, I don't. I hate that. There is no game I hate more than the Merseyside derby. I know some people look forward. I don't know how you look forward to it. I go into a derby with fear of what will happen if we don't win.
Yeah.
That's their Champions League final. And God forbid, it's worse because of where I live. But my God, last year when we lost, fucking hell, about a week, I got
Life ruined.
The pelters that you would get. Oh, it's horrendous. We cannot lose tomorrow. We cannot lose.
Nah,
but you know what?
That's
I know we'll probably touch on it.
Don't say you cannot lose. You mean must win. Don't start.
No. When we must. You must win for the title race. For my mental health, you can't lose.
Oh, okay. I hear you. But I'll be honest with you. Like us winning the league is more important than your mental health. As much as I love you.
Wow, Husam,
no, but it's true. It's true, Tom. Because us winning the league enhances your mental health. Am I lying?
I mean, I wanted to win.
Are you not gonna be happy as fuck for 3 months? Are you not gonna be happy as fuck for 3 months?
3 months. I don't know if it'd be 3 months. It depends on contracts. If it would be 3 months, it might fall down very quickly. That happiness. But obviously, we got and I know we'll touch on it on the stream. But we got 15 days from hell coming up with 5 games to decide the league title, basically. Because after that, you've got 11 games left and 7 of them are at home.
Appreciate you. Anyway, and of course, the biggest fraud is here. By far the biggest fraud on this whole panel. And the biggest fraudulent Liverpool content creator.
I beat the charges.
No, but you're not a fraud. You're a criminal, straight up. Like, there's no fraudulence involved. Like, with him, it's just pure fraudulence.
Someone who commits fraud is a criminal, love. It's a crime.
Yeah, but his fraudulence is more like jinxing Liverpool. Like, every time he speaks on a transfer, it just doesn't happen. We got the Ornstein to PSG, like Kvaratskhelia to PSG. As soon as he said his name live on camera, I was like, Kvaratskhelia signs for PSG. Like, he just ripped the whole hope out of all of us, like, for no reason whatsoever.
Has he said
if Kopic really want Liverpool to do well in their life, they need to stop letting Callum do transfer shows. Because every time he says a player's name, he just signs for someone else. It's actually mad. You get me? So joining us on the channel, of course, I love him. He knows I love him as well. Callum is in the building. Hi, Callum.
I'm on. I've actually been banned from doing transfer stuff on the channel, so they've actually banned me. Until something comes through for me, I'm banned until further notice, boys.
Right, Husam. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a thing on these streams now. Husam, you're allowed to mention one player transfer wise who you'd love us to sign that Cal's not allowed to mention by name, just to try and add that extra layer of security.
I know for a fact Stiller is never signing for this club because he likes him.
Yeah, well, he signed a new contract.
He signed a new contract the week.
There you go, guys. It's not a myth; it's reality. This guy, he mentions someone's name, and it just fucking goes the other way. Like there is nothing I can do about it. I'm not even trying to be an asshole. This is just who we are, mate. Like it's just he says someone's name, and he no longer wants to join Liverpool Football Club.
No, so. I'm actually worried for the summer.
Please don't do transfer streams. I beg you, please don't.
No, I'm not gonna say I won't.
Have you actually been banned? Like, have they actually done that?
No, Matt and Drifter told me I can't go live by myself for a transfer stream.
I think that's a fantastic decision by Matt and Drifter.
I mean, slight discrimination in the team, but what can I? I can't.
I mean,
who am I going to go?
It's not without cause though. Because, honest to God, that your rap sheet of players you've mentioned,
your teammates, by the way,
join.
Your teammates,
honest
by the way.
God.
So it's bad. It's really bad.
I love the fact that he just fucking admits it. Like he don't even.
No,
he's given up completely on the concept of it being a myth or something.
Cal, if you've got respect for me as a teammate and as a friend, please don't mention Alexander Isak by name.
I won't. Okay, I was going to say something. I won't mention him.
Don't even try and reference that you want him to join because it might extend to that.
Yeah, no comment. We all know who would like us to sign as a centre forward, though. It's obvious.
Anyway, my partner is here, guys. I knew he wouldn't let me down. You get me? He's only 15 minutes late, but it's okay because he's my partner. So we allow him to be 15 minutes late. And now we can reorganize everything and put Callum and Tom in the bottom row as per usual. Man like Matt is in the building. How you doing, Matt?
Bro, you right?
You actually just demoted like that.
Yeah, you guys been demoted. I'm here now. Now the show begins, bro.
now the show begins.
Now it begins, bro. Apologies, I'm late, people. I do apologize.
You are shameless, bro.
No worries. Listen, big up to all of you guys in the chat. Listen, the Matt One Show, the Sanderson Show are both in the description. Please go grab them and subscribe. Kopish is in the description. We actually went there, guys. Finally, after 4 years last week. So go check that out.
I do remember though, Husam. We were told we'd be back on for the rest of the month, and that's not happening, is it?
Drifty is gonna sort it out apparently.
I
was there, and Drifty was gonna make boss man calls and pull some strings, and I don't think it's happening, Husam. I think we'll wait. I'm counting down now.
Listen, if it's 1 in 4 years, I think if they have us on again by 2027, they've actually done really well. It's a progression. Slow progression like Arsenal, but still progression. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Sanderson Show, Tom Little with a 1, Kopish, and the Matt One Show are all in the description. Go give them all a subscribe. Of course, as you guys know, listen, we always have banter on the show. It's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely electric. So I feel like this week, you know, we always start with the topic of Liverpool this week, but I feel like this time it's not just Liverpool this week, it's Liverpool this week and the contract situation a little bit before we get to the Everton game. And the reason why I mentioned the contract situation is obviously Mo Salah's bestie came out and says he's closer to leaving than joining. So, Callum, I'll start off with you before we open the floor up. Talk to me about the Liverpool this week situation.
I don't understand why Liverpool fans are getting upset with Lovren. Very weird to me. That sounds like it sounds like copium to me. I don't understand why. So far this season, Liverpool fans have been upset with Trent. They've been upset with Salah for talking out. They're now upset with Lovren. They've been upset with Fowler because he suggested the contracts were done. They've been upset with absolutely everyone apart from the people who are giving out contracts. Bit crazy to me. Like, Lovren has come out and said he's basically said what every single content creator has basically said. But yeah, he's the bad guy now. How is Lovren the bad guy? He's speaking about facts. The fact that the notion that everyone's relaxed about Virgil and Salah because they both come out publicly and said they want to stay is crazy to me. if anything, people should be more worried about Virgil and Salah's situation because they've come out and said they wanted to stay. Trent's never come out and said he wanted to stay publicly. So you can understand why there's ambiguity there. Those two have come out publicly numerous times and said they want to stay at Liverpool, and they still haven't had contracts sorted out. They both come out numerous times and said that there's been no progress made with contracts. Konate's come out and said there's been no progress made with his contract. Diaz has had no progress with his contract. But yet, the whole fan base is getting upset with Lovren. I mean, I genuinely don't even know what to say at this point. Like, we as a fan base, it seems as though we want to do everything but blame the people who need to be blamed. And as a fan base, we're starting to look weak. I saw a thread on Twitter today. Arsenal fans are getting on Paul Scholes and Jamie Carragher because they both mentioned that the Newcastle number 14 would probably go to Liverpool as opposed to Arsenal. You know, Arsenal fans are saying he wouldn't. We've got more clout than Liverpool. And I sat there and at first I was like, hold on, we're the most successful club. We're top of the league right now, top of the Champions League. Arsenal fans are having a laugh. But really and truly, what they're actually saying is actually facts at the moment. I'm not saying they're a better club than us because they're not. But in terms of clout, they have more clout than us. Because in the transfer market, over the past however many years, they've outperformed us. They've not necessarily outperformed us on the pitch this season, but the previous 2 seasons they have.
Yep.
When it comes to transfers, if I heard it's us and Arsenal in for that number 14 from Newcastle, I would believe that Arsenal have a better chance of getting him. Not because of who we are as a club, but because of how we operate as a club. And you can sit there and we can go, whoa, whoa, whoa. They got Declan Rice over the line. We didn't get Caicedo over the line. How many of their targets have they actually gone for in recent years that they haven't got over the line? How many have we gone for that we have got over the line?
I think you should change.
Horrible. It's horrible to say, but it is what it is.
I think it's debatable. I think maybe you should change clout for London. I think it's the London pool, personally, for me. No, honestly, I do. They are still... Listen, they're in London. London is a massive pool for any foreigner. Not,
what about Man City and Man United, Matt, bro?
No. But when you just said strictly Liverpool and Arsenal, if they were in a fight for East...
No, but I'm saying this is why I can't say it's London clout, because Man City and Man United, they get their players. Man United ain't been good since 2013, bro.
No. I know. What I'm saying is just stay on Isak for a second. If Isak was available, say like Newcastle didn't make the top 4, and say Isak wanted to leave, and he's like, my destinations are Liverpool and Arsenal. Arsenal have the lure of London. But Liverpool have the lure of historical, just like Arsenal, but we've done more. We're in a better place.
We don't have to... Us and Arsenal's law in terms of a club heritage is not compatible. But our club's heritage and our club's standing is much stronger than Arsenal's, both domestically and European-wise.
But not in the Premier League era, though.
I mean, if we had another one this year,
you guys are missing my point. You guys are missing my point.
No,
but
London.
I actually agree with Callum.
What are you
but
saying?
On a fundamental level, I think we have a fundamental issue. I think Liverpool Football Club are more attractive than Arsenal on every single metric, except geography. But the biggest problem we have, and it's the same reason why we've fucked up the last 4 years, is we have a lack of executional skills. I don't know who it is. I don't know. I'm not even going to scapegoat anyone. I'm not going to point the finger at the owners. I don't know if it's one specific guy or 2 guys. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's just the guy making the calls. Maybe it's the guy making the offers. Maybe it's the guy speaking to the players. I have no bloody clue. But for the last 4 years, there is a serious bad track record of poor executional skills in terms of transfers, whether it be Caicedo, whether it be Lavia, Jude, every single player over these last 4 years, Chouameni, blah, blah, blah. And then you look at this contract situation and it all ties up and you come back and you go like, okay, we're clearly like really sexy, but we have no game, essentially. That's Liverpool right now. Like you're walking on a beach with a 6-pack, you're 6'4", all the women are looking at you, but as soon as you start speaking to them and you're like, oh, you just don't know how to talk. And then the other guy who looks like Tom Little and is 5'8", but can make her laugh, gets the girl. That's unfortunately what's the reality. The reality is this doesn't make Tom more attractive than me.
Hold on a
Obviously,
minute.
I'm
What
more
the
attractive.
fuck?
Shut the hell up, Tom. Doesn't make Tom more attractive than me, but he has more game in it. So that's why he can execute better.
Whoa.
That's the perfect comparison.
That is so messed up.
That is
Yeah,
so.
but it's
I wasn't
the
even
correct
listening
analogy,
to
isn't
this.
it?
Nah,
Sometimes you have to explain to
Stop it.
people
How are we
with
catching
analogies.
strays from that?
Tom's just sitting there listening, thinking, "Oh, I wonder where Sam's going with this." Then all of a
No,
sudden
but
he
I
gets
was
realized
reading
he's
comments.
just trying
Yeah, but the
to.
analogy
reading
made
comments
sense,
and I
you
come
guys.
back
Come on,
in.
don't make me feel bad. It made sense. Come
No,
on.
I'm reading comments. I'm reading comments, and I start listening to it today. And the guy who looks like Tom and isn't as attractive. I'm saying, what the fuck?
Do you know how I mentioned, how it's geography, like I said about London. Another fact I will say though, that I did kind of forget is wages. I think Arsenal, no, because our wages are very like heavily incentivized wages. Like, when you actually deep it,
are they though? Because they were, but all I'm seeing now is that our wage bill keeps getting higher and higher, regardless of where we finish.
Tom,
Tom,
don't get
me started, Tom.
Don't get Cal started.
No, because it's one of two things that's going to happen to describe that. Either
you go.
The guys upstairs are taking money out the club through the wage bill, or the contracts are moving from heavily incentivized to more of a higher base wage and less incentives, which means regardless of where you come in the league, you have a higher base wage bill. That for me is the only explanation. Are we suggesting that Arsenal don't have players on heavily incentivized contracts?
Oh,
no, they
I'm
do.
glad you said that, because apparently Liverpool are the only team in the world that incentivized contracts. Tom, check this out. How many players have been given new contracts since, I'd say, 2022?
For us,
yeah,
Tsimikas and Quansah and Bradley, and that's it.
Wow, very difficult players to tie down.
So those three players are only three players who have had contract extensions, right?
Oh, and Salah signed this in 2022, didn't he? So you can have Salah on that.
Cool. How many players have left since 2022 on a free, or just left the club?
A lot.
Right, Chiesa's also coming.
Thiago.
That's a new wage.
Yeah. So you got Thiago,
Matip, Milner.
One sec, hold that there. Thiago was on 193k a week. Matip, I think, was on 150 or 160.
140.
140.
Oxlade-Chamberlain. 100 plus.
Firmino.
Keita.
100 plus.
Keita.
100 plus.
Henderson.
100 plus.
Fabinho.
100 plus.
Milner.
100 plus.
Yeah, the whole midfield, bro.
Milner wasn't on 100 plus DM, was he? He was at one
point.
Yeah.
No, Milner was on 140. Yeah. I think he was. No. Wait there. He might have.
I thought he was on 80. I thought he was on 80-ish.
He was on 140.
Milner over 100, man.
Sadio Mane.
You said Sadio. Yeah, Sadio.
Well,
Sadio
over
Mane.
So all those players have left since 2022. We have only won a Carabao Cup in the last season. And we finished Champions League, but we finished third. Didn't win any other trophy. Didn't get super far in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry, we weren't even in the Champions League. We weren't even in the Champions League last season.
Yeah, no,
all the wages have shot up. Imagine I said to you guys, I've taken away all my appliances out of the house. All I've got now is my mobile phone, which I charge once a day. And then my electricity provider came to me and said, "Yeah, your electricity's gone through the roof. You know, like I don't know what you're doing at home, but it's just so expensive." And I go, "But I've unplugged everything. I have no TV, got no console, got no laptop, got no computer. Got all I'm charging every day is just my phone. I don't even have a microwave anymore. All I get is takeout." Would you go back to your electricity company and go, "You're right, you know, I can understand why the bill's gone up," or would you go, "Oh, you're trying to take me for an idiot"? Because at the moment we're being
so I know what you're suggesting. That the money.
I'm not suggesting it, Tom. I'm saying it.
The money's being taken out. Yeah.
I'm not saying. I'm not necessarily saying they're taking money out.
There's some cooking going on, and it ain't food, bro.
It's not food, bro. It's not food, and it's gonna give you a really bad tummy ache. So basically, what FSG have done and always done is they have given the wage bill as the entire club's wage bill, as opposed to the player wage bill. Other clubs submit their player wage bill. We submit a club wage bill. So when journalists, who I'm not going to mention by name, come out and say we've got the highest wage bill or the second highest wage bill, it has been a facade the whole time. what FSG are doing is cooking up the accounts. I don't want to sit here and categorically say, especially on someone else's channel, categorically say they are taking money out of the club, because there's no proof of that. But what they are doing, what they categorically are doing, is they are cooking the accounts to make it seem like there is more money going into the players' salaries than there actually is. Nothing to do with wages. We have got plenty. We let Matip and Thiago go. We could have distributed the salaries that they got combined and given them to Virgil, Trent, and Salah and been absolutely fine.
I still don't think, though, that means that Liverpool can't compete with top clubs wage-wise.
We can, but we don't want to. It's not. We have to get this notion out. There is. Look, you've got me on one today. Sorry, I'm going to apologize from now. This notion that we cannot compete with the likes of Man United, Chelsea, Man City, and Arsenal is a lie. We can compete. We choose not to compete. It's a big difference. I can't go out there and spend £1 million tomorrow. I can't. If I had £1 million in my account, though, I could. Liverpool have all the money, all the flexibility, all of the clout, everything to do what they want to do. They choose not to. If they wanted to give Salah a new contract tomorrow and give him the terms he wanted, they could do that tomorrow. And it wouldn't be a drop in the ocean. We are turning over so much revenue as a club that we are one of the most elite in turning over revenue in the world. And that will go up because of the Champions League money we just acquired because of where we finished in the group. Sales,
88 million, by the way. 88 million pounds.
Guess who's coming back to Liverpool? Adidas is coming back to Liverpool. That's going to be even more money. Nike, we've been eating pretty well off Nike as well. But yeah, all of a sudden, we've got a penny pinch. Salah, I mean, look at the age he's at. We can't give him this. No, we are the most brainwashed fan base out of the big six. Not even Tottenham fans are as brainwashed as we are. We are the most brainwashed fan base out of the big six teams. And until we, as a fan base, stand up and start doing things properly, it is going to continue and continue and continue. And all that's going to happen is we're going to go, but we're doing it the right way. What is the right way? What's the right way? No one can ever give me explanation.
I don't usually like to subscribe to Callum conspiracies, but I don't think what Callum is saying is a conspiracy right now. I think what Callum is, the reason why I believe it is exactly everything he just said. The amount of players that left Liverpool Football Club, and majority of their replacements / players that took their places are academy players anyway. Like Curtis Jones is playing a bigger role. Endo ain't on that much wages. Gravenberg ain't on that much wages.
Sorry to cut you, Sam. 40-year-old Virgil, all love. I know you supported the channel for time. To suggest I don't understand revenue and profit is very narrow-minded. I've not once mentioned profit. I've mentioned revenue. Yes. But if we're going to do the profit
actually, we did make profit. Let me tell 40-year-old Virgil something. We're an esteemed company.
All right.
We made profit alongside Burnley and Norwich.
Okay. Yeah, and if we're going to do the profit talk as well,
we did.
Our outgoings do not come close to our revenue. Our stadium, the stands that we've built, that FSG built, that I was told about. You guess who paid for that? Liverpool Football Club. Those are paid off for now. Because FSG loaned us the money and we paid that back with interest. And people go, it's low interest or not. It's still interest. If I lend my brother some money, I'm not going to say to him, you know what, Calvin, I lent you £40. I'm going to need 45 back. I'm just going to say, give me the £40 back. You know why? Because that's my brother. If I put money into my company, I'm not going to turn around and say, right, I put £1,000 into my company. I need £1,000 and £100 back. Because it's my company. They have made money off the stand straight away. And they're also going to continue making money off the stand for the foreseeable future. This whole notion that FSG don't make money from Liverpool is crazy. It is crazy. And again, I'm not insinuating that they're taking money out of the club, but because we are a part of their portfolio, they are making money. I do not understand how this information is so readily available, so easy to understand, yet we as a fan base turn a blind eye to it every single time. And the only reason it's happening is because we're performing on the pitch. If we have a bad season next season, that's when fans will go, this, that, and the other. It's too late by then. It's too late.
I'll be honest. I don't think.
Just quickly, big up to Ishan who says liking the video because Callum is spitting facts. Guys, we have 700 people in here. We're not even at 200 likes yet. You guys are on some bullshit already. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Come on, let's get the likes up. Big up to all of you guys locked in. I see the mods as well pushing the likes. Go ahead, Tom.
I understand where you're coming from.
I'm about to defend FSG in 3, 2, 1. Go on.
No. I'm not about to defend them. Because if that is what they're doing, then it's criminal and horrendous that it's damaging us because they want to make more money in a year. Well, I think, because I think in reality, we don't know our wage bill. Everyone's believed Luis Diaz is on 55 grand. There's absolutely no way. I can't remember who said it in the summer, but when there was rumours that Luis Diaz could be getting a new deal, and everyone's like, oh, at least he's getting a pay bump from 55 grand. I think it was James Pierce or someone said Luis Diaz is on substantially more than 55 grand because that would have put him on less money than Adrian.
But there's no proof. But James Pierce has never come out with proof.
But there's no proof that he is on 55 grand. 55
but there's
grand
more proof. There's more proof around that he's on that than James Pierce saying that he's on 50. What's significantly more, Tom?
The proof.
Why are you trusting the club's mouthpiece?
We don't know what significantly more is, but the idea that he's gone 55 grand a week comes from like a website called Capology.
There's loads of sources.
There's quite a few though. That's the problem. It's not just one. There's quite a few. It's around in and around the 55. That's where people are kind of going with that, Tom. So it's not just like if you just type in Luis Diaz wage now, and you'll probably get quite a few of them. Like, is it Sport Tech or something? There's a few of them.
Okay, here's the thing. Yahoo Sports, 55 grand a week. Sport Track, 55 grand a week.
Yeah.
The site that he mentioned as well, Capology, 55 grand a week. AI Score, 55 grand a week. Sports Illustrated, have no reason to lie, 55 grand a week.
This is what I'm saying. And these are the same websites that we kind of know that, like, if you type in Salah's wages, you'll get probably the 350. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So they could be wrong, could be maybe 5-10 grand out, but I don't think they're that wrong. They're not that wrong. Do you know what I mean? So
thing is, trusting James.
Right. I found the original source of where Diaz's wage came from.
What's the source?
It came from a fellow called Pedro Sepulveda. Back in 2022 when we signed him.
Portuguese journalist, very well known.
Because I was after a certain Portuguese manager in the summer, and this is where having a crime like mine comes into good, because that Pedro Sepulveda spent 3 months saying that Ruben Amorim had agreed to join Liverpool, and he was twisting it every other way. Twist. He was rewriting it in every different way.
He made a mistake. So you're saying he had to have made a mistake. I know what you're saying because you're like saying I'm just saying it's not.
I'm just saying
okay.
It's reliability stuff.
Fair play.
I doubt the source it come from. So I will doubt the fact that it's come from all the other ones. And it's the same with Sadio Mane. No chance Sadio Mane was on 100 grand less than Firmino because they signed contracts at the same time.
No, apparently Mane was on a rumor 120. Firmino was on 180.
So Mane was on, so that's 60 grand, but they signed a contract at the exact same time. Because all three, the front three signed the contract, signed new deals after 17-18. So you're telling me, because Salah got the bump up then to be 200 grand a week, or 220, I think he was on, whatever it was.
Yeah, what did Salah get that? Yeah, 200. Was it 200?
It was low 200s. Very high 190s.
Might have been more potentially,
but I don't believe that the football.
Apparently, Mane's agent said it himself.
When?
I don't know. That's what De Niro says.
But do you know what the common denominator is, though? There always seems to be like a kind of an issue with like wages and top players.
And the vagueness.
Like, don't get me wrong. We're never really gonna know exactly what players are gonna make. That's just how the world works, isn't it? We're gonna get a very good inkling, but what this kind of says to me as a whole, or maybe what Cal was even explaining when he was talking about the difference between like Liverpool and Arsenal, I think Arsenal aren't afraid to pay big wages. Whether you think it's right or wrong, they're just not afraid to do it. Like, for example, how much is Gabriel Jesus on, Cal? Is it
200 and something, I think.
Yeah. And then you've got Kai Havertz as well. That's on a good amount as well. So I don't know. Like they're not afraid. I do think with Liverpool, there's always seems to be a bit of an issue when it comes to like players renewing and they want the money that they're supposed to get. I don't know why I'm I don't know why I'm freezing. Let me get my.
So Kai Havertz on 280. Jesus is on 265. Declan 240. Odegaard 240. Partey 200. Saka 195. Saliba 190. Gabriel Martinelli 180. Like,
yeah.
How many players have we got on that amount of money?
Yeah, but in the same breath, how many of those at listed Arsenal players warrant the wages that they've got?
No, but that's my argument.
How many players do warrant the wages?
Yeah, if they're not.
No, but that's a counterpoint because if you go look at Arsenal list, the last summer just gone, they wanted to get rid of Jesus, but they couldn't find anyone to take his wages. If we were offering those type of wages out, let's say we give Nunes 220 grand a week. I know he doesn't. I know the suitors were Saudi, but for argument's sake, you'd struggle to get a suitor for him because of the wages that he's on.
Tom, that's not my. So cut you. My argument isn't whether it's right what they've done. What it is more about they're willing to take that risk. I'm not trying to say we need to do that all the time, for example. But you see, like instances like we have the 3 big contract situations that we have right now. And there seems to be a lot of and ahhing as to like why they haven't signed. And a lot of us do feel it's to do with money. And a lot of us do feel the management don't want to give them what they deserve. Whereas I do feel like at other clubs, they wouldn't hesitate to give them what they deserve. Because especially like you're saying, Tom, these are actually justified superstars. Do you know what I mean?
That side of it I agree with. That side of it I agree with. And the fact that these top guys aren't getting the money. That's where I do agree with it. But my point is, I don't want us to all of a sudden, because Arsenal do it and United do it, we take the piss out of them for doing it. What we've got, it should be improved upon, but it's not a failure of a system. And I was just looking through it there, the Sadio Mane stuff. I doubted it at the time that he was only on 100k a week, and this website breaks it down. If Sadio Mane was on 100 grand a week at the point where his last contract was signed in November 22nd, 2018, so we were just starting 18-19, and he'd had a very good start to that season, he would have been on 50 grand less than James Milner got offered a month later, which I refuse to believe. He would have been on 130 grand a week less than what Salah was offered 2 months prior, and he would have been on the same amount of money as Phil Jones and Eddie Nketiah at Manchester United and Arsenal, respectively. I refuse to believe that we only gave Sadio Mane 100 grand a week in that second contract.
I agree with that.
The part which I agree with that.
But then the reason why this comes back full circle is we're talking about Isak to Liverpool and we're talking about clout. Wages and stuff like this is part of this whole conversation. Like Isak is probably going to get a lot higher wages at Arsenal than he is going to get at Liverpool.
Is he though? Because Arsenal have had a big problem this summer of trying to offload players so they can afford new ones. They've maintained all summer until they can get rid of Gabriel Jesus. They cannot afford to bring in a proper striker. Jesus isn't going this summer now. So where's this wage bill all of a sudden going to clear up to offer Isak these wages? And where
they don't need to clear up. This is not the NBA, Tom. They don't need to clear up. Why are you acting like there's a luxury tax?
There's not a luxury tax, but there's a thing called fucking FFP.
Yeah, but they can get rid of players.
But I just established the guy they'd get rid of to pay Isak's wages, they can't get rid of because he's got a fucking knee injury. So which player
but you're
are they going to get rid
Jesus
of?
Specifically. I'm not talking about Jesus specifically.
Right, so which one?
I'm talking about Jorginho leaving, Zinchenko leaving, players like that leaving. All of a sudden, you have wage space.
Mm-hmm. So Jorginho.
Here, someone mentioned it in the chat.
Even Partey,
Jorginho, Tierney, Zinchenko, Kivior. These 5 leaving literally frees up space for 2 Isaks to come in. You're making it just a Jesus thing. It's not a Jesus thing by himself.
So can we not do that? So do we not do that as well?
But you're missing the point.
Callum has never done it. You missed the point, Tom.
It's what we want, not we can't.
We done it, and the wage bill went up. Do you get what I'm saying? Went up, Tom. I know it's hard to comprehend right now. I see the stress in your face.
No, because I
see it.
I'm lost on the point that we're trying. What that Liverpool won't pay players competitive wages.
No. What we're saying,
no.
What we're saying is Liverpool too many times choose not to give players what they deserve, and that can hurt you in the transfer market or when you're trying to sign. Yeah, when you're trying to sign new players or give extensions. We have the ability to do it, but management, FSG, choose not to.
So
and there's too many times where that's hurt us.
When was the last time you missed out on a player because we didn't match the wage demands?
Tom,
no, that's a gen. I'm not talking about the guys that we got at the club because that's a separate issue. Transfer wise, who was the last player we missed out on because we wouldn't give them a competitive wage?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure, but I think Tom, you're missing the point though. We don't offer those off the jump. So if all right, if I'm
no, wait there. I just thought of someone now. Well, we gonna match Real Madrid's wages for Bellingham, even if we went in for him. I don't think we would have. Do you know how much Bellingham's making right now? Bellingham's on 400 grand a week. Do you think Liverpool would match that wage, Tom?
Absolutely
no. But
do you think they're gonna break?
But we didn't miss out on him because of the wage demands.
No, that's true.
That is very, very true. And I understand that point. My whole point is this. In the transfer market, you sometimes have to take calculated risks. That's what I call it. It's calculated risks. What we are doing with some of our players at our disposal right now, why they haven't signed, we all know because FSG don't want to give them the money. It is that plain and simple. There's too many players, in my opinion, that have also left the club for free because FSG didn't want to give those players extended contracts on certain terms. Some of them were justified, some of them are not. Because you could say people like Gini Wijnaldum, it's like, oh, should we have given him that money? Like that's the debate. But there's other players that you go down the list and think, could we not have given them a bit more money? Like, could they not have stayed potentially?
Who?
Just a genuine question. Just in general,
Gini Wijnaldum.
I was quite happy to see Gini Wijnaldum go for the money he was asking for. I was fine with it.
For the money,
and
he left for free, though.
No, the man wants. No, I'm on about what. When I say competitive weight, I don't want us to have our pants pulled down. Gini Wijnaldum was asking to become one of the highest paid players at the football club after the season.
He was asking to double his salary to 140.
He wasn't. He was asking to go on to 180.
Even still, even if he did, Tom, he was on 70k for the whole of his contract.
But then
that's crazy.
Okay, so
and was one of the most integral pieces of the puzzle on the club.
Yes. But what did Gini Wijnaldum do after?
It's impossible to use that as a barometer, Tom.
But I can't the injury though, bro.
He didn't have the injury at PSG. He didn't get the injury at PSG. He got the injury when he was at Roma. Yeah, Roma was after PSG.
Yeah, so if you have a bad season when you leave Liverpool, that automatically makes you a failure.
Right.
Come on,
I remember the last year of Gini Wijnaldum, he was off the boil, and then you were getting
no, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't, bro.
In that lockdown year, are you telling me Gini Wijnaldum hit the levels that you expect of Gini Wijnaldum?
No one did, Tom. But hold on.
He was off
Let's add hold on. No, wait, Tom. Let's add context to it. Henderson and Fabinho were playing as centre backs that season. Thiago is playing as a lone six. Mm-hmm. That whole midfield stank because of the tactics and the personnel playing there. Second of all, Gini Wijnaldum that season performed better than Thiago did, but Thiago got the plaudits because the last 10 games of the season, him and Fabinho formed the double pivot and we got top four. Like, this whole notion that Gini wasn't clapping his last year.
He was horrendous in that last year.
All right, let's say even if he was horrendous, who did we go and replace Gini Wijnaldum with, Tom?
No one.
Harvey Elliott.
Yeah, there you go.
Who also replaced Shaqiri that summer as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, did he? Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
and then
he did. Yeah,
in January. But that whole point is irrelevant because we were better.
It's not irrelevant, Tom. It's very relevant because
it is though because Gini Wijnaldum won us the league the next year. No.
But I'll be real with you, Tom. If we kept Gini Wijnaldum, we would have had a better chance of winning the league than not winning.
Would have been in better stead.
We were short of midfielder. Tom. Harvey Elliott got injured against Leeds. He snapped his ankle.
Yeah, and he was back in January.
He wasn't back in January, Tom.
Yes, he was. He scored in the FA Cup third round.
Why are we moving like Harvey Elliott is not as great as Harvey Elliott is?
That was
Why
March.
are we moving like he was the needle mover when Genie left?
It was either February or March against Cardiff. He came off the bench. He touched the ball down with his left foot and he smashed it in the back of the net.
Yeah, that game. Are you telling me that wasn't in January?
It wasn't in January.
Tom, to go to Cal's point though, yeah, you're moving like Harvey Elliott was some needle mover for the replacement for Genie. Like Harvey Elliott,
very start of February.
Bro, you know Harvey Elliott has done. You see, Genie Wijnaldum's body at work at Liverpool. Harvey Elliott doesn't even come close to that.
Matt. I'm not arguing against what Genie Wijnaldum was at Liverpool. I'm arguing what Genie Wijnaldum was by 2022.
Bro, by 2022, he was still better than Harvey Elliott. What are we doing here? Are we being serious?
Still better than Ox, still better than Naby as well.
Hold on, in 2022, man are telling me Harvey Elliott was better than Genie Wijnaldum.
Are you telling me Genie Wijnaldum in 2022 was worth 180 grand a week? Because I know what I've seen.
Maybe not worth 180 grand, but you're telling me they couldn't have come to some sort of compromise. But again, Tom, doesn't this go back to the fact of these players are underpaid for a large portion of their contract? So by the end of their contract, they go, well, hold on a sec. I've been on 70k for the last 5 years. I've won a Premier League. I came off the bench against Barcelona, got a brace, got us into the Champions League final. Yeah, do you know what? I'm not just going to take a normal salary now. I want a little bit of, restitution for the stuff I didn't get in the past.
But then
because of how the clubs run,
but then I'm fine to say he didn't deserve the restitution.
That's fine.
The fuck up is
not replacing him.
No, because I don't think the issue was not replacing him. The fuck up was not doing the same thing with Henderson in the same window, because the plan was to not give either of them a new contract.
And
the
how
plan
did
was
that
to
work
not
out?
give either of them, but for whatever fucking reason, Jordan Henderson managed to get a new contract, and then that fucked it up. If Jordan Henderson hadn't gotten that new contract, it would have made a lot more sense in people's eyes. Genie Wijnaldum did not deserve the money he was asking for and a new deal at the football club.
Milner got a new contract after Genie left.
Milner didn't deserve it either.
But
I'm not saying they deserved it.
But Tom, so this is my point. This is why Genie Wijnaldum had a case because he turned around and
no. Because the argument for Milner is Milner took pay cuts. Milner went down in his wage at the end.
And Milner was on stupid money before he took the wage cut.
He was, but this is where you look at it. Why would I give Genie Wijnaldum? So Genie Wijnaldum wanted a 4-year deal at 180 grand a week. If that was the case, Genie Wijnaldum would have left the football club at the end of this season. Are we saying we were comfortable with Genie Wijnaldum on 180k a week nowadays?
Not 180, but 140 I'd have been good with, Tom, if I'm going to be honest.
You'd have Genie Wijnaldum on 140k a week at the football club.
Yes,
now.
Tom, because sometimes you got to lose money, bro. This is football, not a business. We have to lose money. It's this notion that we can't lose money and everything's got to be for a penny is crazy.
You know Darwin's on 140. You know Darwin's on 140.
Yeah. He doesn't deserve it either.
No. But here's the killer. So we can do it. We just choose not to. That's the whole point of this whole argument for me.
But it's a much stronger case to give a 25-year-old 140 grand a week than a 30-year-old
after one season in professional football.
But this is my point. Tom, you're doing it there.
No. Because I'm not saying that Nunes deserved the money, but I'm saying on a case-by-case basis, it is smarter to give the guy who's got a long-term future and potential at the club 140 grand a week than a guy on the wrong side of 30 and showing clear signs of decline 140 grand a week.
Or isn't it better to give the player who's actually better? And these had data at the time to show that Genie Wijnaldum wasn't on the wane. Isn't it better to actually just use data? Because this is
the data was why we didn't give him a new contract.
So this, all right. So if that's the case, then we shouldn't be upset if Salah's going then.
Because they're on the wrong side of 30 as well.
So same with Virgil.
No. Because there's been reports and stuff that has come out that have said that the data that has been correlated on Salah means that he has got a much longer expectancy in his career to surpass 30. It was in the book that what's his name wrote, Ian Graham. The last thing he did at the football club before he left in 2024 was create a file for Liverpool to judge Mohamed Salah's longevity, and that showed that he will go on for years beyond where he is now. When they've done that for Wijnaldum and Henderson and Milner, those showed the decline is soon. But for some reason, we gave contracts to two of them and didn't for one of them. If we hadn't given contracts to any of them, it would make a lot more sense. But the fact is, because we gave them to one and not the other, That's where this falls down.
All right, so just quickly,
in that summer,
go.
That contract, we would have been. It would have made a lot more sense, and we would have had a guy come in by the name of Bruno Guimaraes to replace them. But we went against the model. We went against the data.
So what this all comes down to is this: then there seems to be a bit of turmoil in at Liverpool, making wrong decisions. Would you say, in your opinion?
There was, yeah. I'd say for 3 years there was.
So imagine this now. So you just admitted. Now hear what I'm going to say now. You just admitted, yeah, that there's been problems because people are writing books, Ian Graham saying X, Y, and Z. This is how long they're expected to be at their peak. But at the same time, we listened to him because we gave it to 2 of them and not the other one. Even that should have been all 3 that give them to any of them, right? So you can clearly see there's a bit of difference of opinion in terms of management and maybe what the coaches want.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
If you've got all that gun at your club, yeah, and you've got stars that are not signing, but you just said as well, like you've kind of doubled down on it and said Ian Graham's even wrote the book about Salah, probably about Virgil as well, for being honest. Like if he's done, he probably done Virgil as well, yeah. Why hasn't this been done? Why hasn't his contracts been done? You want to know why? Because again,
they're using
Liverpool.
age.
Yes, they're probably using age still, bro. Because if not, it would get done. Because like you said, if Liverpool have to do it, in your opinion, they will do it because they've done it before. They've done it before with players that but probably lesser deserve it. But now they want to do it to players that actually do deserve it. And to go back in a full circle to what Cal was saying, does any player want to walk into that madness, or would they rather go somewhere else?
But I don't believe that madness that was going on for the last.
It's continuing now.
No,
it's probably not as bad now. I agree. It's probably not continuing now. But Tom, we can't have 3 players, top players, not signing and think that other stars are going to think, you know what? It's burning out. Their house is burning over there, but I'm just going to jump in that fire. Who cares? I'll just get burnt as well. Do you know what I mean?
I get that.
You have to think it from an outsider. Remember, we're Liverpool fans, so sometimes we're going to only see one perspective, but you have to look at it. I still think personally that we can get Isak over Arsenal, but it should be way more clear cut when you consider where the teams are. But it's the off the field stuff I think that hurts us personally.
But I don't think I think that the off the field stuff is getting fixed and is getting ironed out, because where we were going wrong was we were having 2 different teams battling it out over transfers and contracts in the final 3 years. We had, because Edwards wanted Henderson gone, Klopp pulled rank. Edwards wanted Milner gone, Klopp pulled rank. We now, from all I'm led to believe, have a manager who is not going to pull rank to give Andy Robertson a new contract. And he's not going to pull rank to give Kostas Tsimikas a new contract, should we say. Therefore, it should be left to the data guys who have all the numbers and all the facts to do their job. And if they are doing their job, that's where I believe we won't have situations like Wijnaldum happening again.
Okay, guys, let me just chime in here. It's time for the voice of reason to speak. First of all, Callum and Matt, welcome to the Tom Little Penitentiary. This is what I've been dealing with for the last 2 years. You get me? The absolute dross and waffle that Tom deals with.
No, Tom said, all jokes aside, Tom said some very good things there. I'm not even fronting.
He did.
Let me, after arguing with him for 15 minutes.
No, because I've got to hand him his credit, man.
Right, Husam, you don't understand the difference between an argument and a debate.
I've just enjoyed. There was no argument between a meal, as you guys were just in the penitentiary with Tom Little. I do agree with Tom though completely on Gini Wijnaldum. We can't say the club is not cutthroat and then be upset when they're cutthroat. I would have sold Wijnaldum as well. I would have sold Robertson earlier. I would have sold a lot of these players earlier. The reason why I would have sold them earlier is if you can tell a player is dropping off, instead of waiting and like making sure that he's dropped off, just sell him while you think he might drop off. Even if he goes elsewhere and has like a good 6 months or a good year, it doesn't affect us negatively in the long term. The problem is, when it comes to this conversation, is obviously we were cutthroat with one, Gini, and not cutthroat with the other, Henderson. That's the problem in this whole debate. Meaning, what we should have done, all this like pull rank and pull power bullshit. Listen, at the end of the day, that's the reason why Michael Edwards left, you already know. But the truth of the matter is, we should have at the time either let go of Henderson and Gini or signed Henderson and Gini. You can't just do like one for one way and one like the other way. You can't do it because they're both very similar. They both dropped off. They both dropped off athletically. They both dropped off massively. They both dropped off in terms of performances. Gini Wijnaldum, in the last 6 months of the season where we had Reece Williams and Nat Phillips was absolutely dreadful in my opinion. I think it was the worst 6 months I've ever seen him play at Liverpool Football Club. Sadio Mane was on a decline. I would have happily sold him at the time for like 70 million or something like that. It would have been a lot more money than we would have made. Now, the reason why this comes back full circle, and now Callum is right, because Tom made some good arguments, but once again, Callum and Matt made a very fantastic point that summarizes all this. Sometimes we speak as Liverpool fans, but we need to look from the outside looking in. I'm in Alexander Isak's shoes, okay? I don't care about a single word Tom Little just said. I could not give a flying fuck. Why should I? Because Alexander Isak is a footballer who's about to sign a contract for a big football club. He doesn't care about anything Tom has to say as a Liverpool fan, because us as fans, we see things from a different perspective. Isak don't see that from a Liverpool fan perspective. Isak sees it from a footballer's perspective, from, where can I get my money? Where can I get my contract? Where can I get my longevity? And when it comes to Salah, it's the prime example. Using Mo right now, like when Matt and Callum used that example, it's the perfect example, because right now already the PR spins are happening. Like, oh, he wants 500 grand a week. He's greedy. He's blah, blah, blah. We've offered him a contract, but he hasn't accepted. What can we do? Blah, 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 blah. And that's where the issue lies. Now, the problem with FSG is, and I told the people to do their homework, I hope that they have done. The problem with FSG is, when it comes to this conversation, is they have previous incidents of this, aka Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts was essentially the Salah of the baseball world. He was the best player in the planet. He went on to another team in LA, and he won two NFL championships. Not NFL. I don't even know what the fuck they call baseball. Sorry, whatever, NHL, whatever the fuck they call it. Anyway, so he's won 2 championships in 4 years playing for his other team, and that team that they built, that MLB, that team that they built, that won the Boston Red Sox the title for the first time, and blah blah blah. All the core players of it left. Every single one of those players left. Like the core of that Boston Red Sox team left. And there's a reason why the Boston Red Sox fans are rioting. The Boston Celtics fans are threatening a riot in Boston if John W. Henry takes over the Celtics. There's a reason for all this. And now we come back full circle to Callum's first point. We can't spend the money. We can afford the wages. We can pay the player. It's not a matter of can. It's a matter of will we. That's the bigger issue in this whole conversation. The issue has never been, can we pay Isak's money? Can we pay Isak's wages? Yes, we can do both. That's not the problem. The problem is, will we? If we will, then that's when we can know that we have a club with ambition. But we can't, and we won't, because that's just not how we move. And in the summer, just before you go, and this summer as well, I was saying this to Tom, like literally off camera. So it's my honest thoughts. Like I don't come up here like just because we click go live and I put on a persona or something. Like I'm the same guy off and on camera. And the truth of the matter is, I don't think this summer is going to be as big as people think, unless we're forced to be big. In terms of like, okay, Diaz leaves, Jota leaves, Nunes leaves. Okay, at that point, you're gonna have to go sign like minimum 2 forwards. You're put in a position where oh shit, like I've actually got to sign players now. I don't think it's gonna be as big as people make out. I think if we win the league and let's say get eliminated in the quarters of the UCL and win a Carabao Cup. Let's say we just win the Carabao Cup in the Premier League and we get eliminated in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. The PR spins, the top Reds, the James Pierces of the world, who I'm so disappointed in Tom for quoting earlier on, and the others will all push the pro FSG, we don't need to spend propaganda. And I think if that does happen and no one wants to leave as an example, the maximum we do is like sign a left back and a center back and like maybe a midfielder and then just call it a day or whatever it is. Like, I don't think we're going to go huge this summer like people think. And when people put up names like Isak, I don't think we're that type of club. I really don't. Like some people say, oh, but we pay every now and then. Yeah, I hear that logic, but I don't think we're gonna splash all our like budget on one player. I think like if you were to tell me a more realistic window, I think if you tell me a more realistic window would be like Kerkez, Semenyo, and insert random midfielder for like 25 million. That's Liverpool's window right there. So that's my honest thought on everything I've ever heard.
That's not going to be the case though, because you're making more money than that this window.
Oh, really? Did we make money last summer?
Right. Okay. So we'll use last summer as the benchmark again.
But why do you say
And
all
ignore
right?
the
Like I
before.
said something wrong. Did we or did we not make money last summer? We did.
Yes, we did. But the
70 million. Where has it been spent?
Why we haven't spent it yet? So you've got that to add on to it, and you're going to be selling minimum, in my opinion, 2 forwards.
Sorry to cut you, Tom. I hate to say it. I think that 70 million covers the previous summer where we spent more than we made.
But even then, did we make 70 million profit last summer, or was it we made 70 million pounds overall transfer?
I'm not sure.
I don't
All I
remember.
know is we signed the Chiesa, which we bought for the same money.
We signed Chiesa and we signed Mamardashvili because that came out of last year's accounts because he's on loan.
Yeah, that's
3
true.
transfer windows and our signing is Chiesa. Anyway, what do you want to say, Callum, before we move on to the other?
What I was going to say is, you see the Salah and Virgil contracts, especially, even the Trent. Another thing I think goes over people's heads is, for those 3 to go, the message it sends for any players who potentially want to come to the club is a dark, dark reminder that no matter what you do, you still might not get what you deserve.
Yep.
If we can think of 3 players since 2017, who are still at the club, who have done more for their club than most other players have done for their club in the same period, apart from Alisson, you'd say Trent, Virgil, and Salah. Salah and Virgil are still pulling out world-class performances week in, week out. If I'm Isak and I'm looking at those 2 and I'm going, so let me get this straight. They're 2 best players. Salah's considered the greatest Liverpool player in Prem history, above the likes of Fowler, Gerrard, and all the others. Virgil is considered the best centre-back of not just of Liverpool, of the Premier League era, full stop. Some have even gone as far as to say the best centre-back they've seen in their lifetime, and they can't get new contracts. Why the hell am I going to that club? Not just that, if I'm a player like Isak and I'm thinking, right, the next place I go to, I'm looking for League and Champions League. But hold on, they're losing Virgil, Salah, and Trent. They're losing 3 of their most pivotal. They're losing their 3 most pivotal outfield players effectively. Why am I going there? What, to be part of a rebuild at 26 years old? I'm good, thanks. I'll go somewhere else.
No, I get that. And if we get to the summer and not all 3 of those players leave, reaction's very different. 100%.
Will we?
Well, why do we feel
if Salah leaves and we sign Isak the next day, do you think the fan base will really go crazy like the people say?
Yes.
No, they
if
won't.
Mohamed Salah leaves Liverpool Football Club, full stop, there will be problems. If Virgil van Dijk, there will be, because
I'll be willing to put money on it, Tom, bro.
It's not
what problems. There'll be no problems. They'll just move on.
So you don't think there'll be fan outrage that Mohamed Salah's being allowed to leave?
Yeah, it'll be a little bit of fan outrage, but it ain't gonna be nothing that's gonna.
There's nothing crazy gonna happen.
Nothing. There ain't gonna be no riots or anything. There'll just be people online saying, "I can't believe this happened." That's what's gonna happen, bro.
I have talked. I've been out for plenty of drink with plenty of old people who have watched Liverpool and supported Liverpool for their entire lives, and every time we've gotten to situations like this in the past, it's been the same thing. No, if they don't want to sign, we'll move them on. It was the same with Wijnaldum. It was the same with Mane. It was the same with Firmino. It was the same with Henderson. It was the same with everyone, except when I talk about Salah with them, except when I talk about Van Dijk with them, because that's where they go. You can't let them go. You can't. There's no way else to go. This is where
a year ago you'd have said that with Trent, right? A year ago you'd have said that with Trent. Look at the situation.
Scousers is always different.
You would have expected more Sousers to back the whole Trent situation and go against him. Trent is seen as a Judas now.
Oh yeah, the fan base has already turned on him.
That's why I say it's different with Trent, because it's seen as a betrayal. That's the problem.
Because of the media spin,
but
right?
Tom, you're saying about the headlock. I'm saying if we announce that Salah is leaving and a day after we announce Isak walking through the door, there will be no head loss. That's just the reality.
I disagree. I agree.
People will be like, "Oh, we offered Mo Salah this much money. He doesn't want to stay. What can we do?" And here you go. We're gonna get you Isak now. So stop moaning. That's literally what's gonna happen. So
I disagree.
Yeah, but you always disagree, and you end up like agreeing with me in the end when it's too late. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. I actually enjoyed that debate right there. I enjoyed it so much, I decided to just not get involved, let them argue with each other. For once, let Matt and Callum experience my life for the last two years. Where is the Nike money which we were supposed to get? Linda is looking more beautiful than ever. There's a reason for that. You get me? There is a yacht parked outside his house, new yacht, golden colors with John W. Henry printed on the side of it. That's where that Nike money went. Lost to 24th in the championship. Haha, Luis Diaz is trash, is what Tanya's saying. You also lost to Chelsea Light. You're a Chelsea fan who lost to Chelsea Light. You lost to the shit version of Chelsea. 2-1 with your starting 11.
Also, with all due respect, I'm not so asked that you've called Diaz crap. I know he's crap. I don't think anyone on this panel is outraged that you've called Luis Diaz crap. Because Luis Diaz is crap. This season in the Premier League, he's only scored in 5 games. We played 23. Or 20. Yeah, we played 23 games and he's only scored in 5 of them.
Interesting. I just applied to an accounting job. I have 15 years experience from being a Liverpool supporter. Hey, that's all you need. I'll be honest with you. When I first walked into this, the whole content creation world, I have no idea about any of this stuff. But, I just had to read about it. And as a Liverpool fan, you need to be ready for all the dumbass money arguments that everyone brings up. You get me? Instead of people actually going fuck all these billionaires who don't want the best for my club. Let's go spend the money and let's be successful. I was like, we have to balance the books, FFP, PSR. As if we can spend up to 400 million without breaking a single rule because of how shit our money spent has been for the last 4 years. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, hold that, Lewis, buddy. Hold that. Justice for Pochettino. Justice for Mauricio Pochettino. This is the guy that you wanted out. He got you to Wembley twice. You could cry more.
What's happened?
Why do you have this photo saved in your StreamYard?
I have something even greater saved. Watch this. This is the Chelsea fans last season.
Pochettino should not be sacked.
Watch out. Now it's get Win Stanley out my club. You made off me for eating a donut. Look now, fraud. Hey, you shouldn't have to succumb to the what's it called? The cravings. That's a you problem, mate. That's not a me problem. You should be able to watch someone eat something and not desire it. That's just life. Get over it, Denzel. I'll be honest with you. Fact, third richest club in the world having this discussion. That's what I'm saying, Jack. Jack is a scouser, proper scouser, not a Jedi or a wool. So real scouts, born and bred, purple bin and everything. You get me? And he knows already. Listen, backing venture capitalists is just absolute bullshit, to be honest with you. These guys just don't want the best for the club. They want the best for their pockets. Simple as. Big up to Ed, who says, Tom Little, the boy who said it's time for Jurgen to leave, doesn't trade Genie, who was on half of what Keita was on. You need help, Tom. Serious help.
The amount of money that a player was on does not equate to their ability levels. Genie Wijnaldum, at the end of 2021, should not have been a Liverpool player. Naby Keita at the end of 2021 should not have been a Liverpool player, but he stayed because we couldn't find a suitor for him. That doesn't mean I think Naby Keita was infinitely better, but the fact of the matter is we couldn't get a suitor for Naby Keita. But that doesn't mean Genie Wijnaldum should have stayed because we've got shit at the club already, so we should keep more shit on. That's not how you become successful.
Genie Wijnaldum crap, Tom.
At the back end of his career, yes.
Genuine question, Tom.
Sorry, really sorry, Matt. Really quick. I wish we could go back and I wish we could see once again the media spin towards the end of Genie Wijnaldum's Liverpool career. And you
I didn't need the media spin. I know what I saw.
Quick question. If you think you saw, what was our best midfield when we was going for the quad, Tom? Our midfield three. Just out of interest.
NFT.
Midfield three. Yeah. By virtue of when it played, it was nice. But
you stumbled in there. What's it again?
No, because I was counting Husam's points. I don't think it was Naby. I don't think it was that.
Oh, you don't think it was? So who would you say our best midfield three was in that quad chasing season?
Say Henderson and I will fly to Liverpool, slap the fuck out of you right now.
Because I'm waiting for you to say that, because you know what it means? Because it means what you said, You don't even agree with that.
Yeah.
About Naby Keita. And again, this is just me and Naby Keita. That's my brethren, isn't it? That's what I'm gonna say. But what I will say is this: people were very quick to write him off, and rightly so to a degree. Injuries destroyed his Liverpool career. There's no going around that. But to act and say like he didn't have quality, I think that's disrespectful, personally. When you look at what Naby Keita was able to do in that quad chasing season, he, Thiago and Fabinho were the best midfield three we literally had, bro.
But how many games did they play together?
I don't even know. I couldn't tell off the top of my head.
But that's my point. We say
What I'm saying is though, obviously Naby Keita's appearances are about 40 something altogether. How many they actually played together? That's a different question. Because I remember they kind of formed towards the end of the year, maybe the back end of the year, when it was going into business end of the season. Like most important games.
If I'm allowed to have a one-off midfield from that, a midfield that played together, obviously, but a one-off midfield from that season that I thought was the best. I think it played like 3 or 4 times. It was Oxlade-Chamberlain, Thiago, and Fabinho. That was the best midfield that he had that year.
I disagree with that, but fair play.
But Oxlade was toys out the prime of February because he weren't getting played.
Ox,
bro, I don't even know where to
yeah. Tom, that. Ox,
yeah,
OX, bro.
Yes, that season.
The midfield was so good for NFT. We made that up, not me this time because #Naby things came from me. But NFT was just, I don't even know who created that.
Did you just say Ox, Tom?
Man, that they didn't see.
Don't believe that,
bro.
I do believe that.
He doesn't because I'm an Ox guy and he used to argue with me every week.
No, I don't believe Oxlade-Chamberlain was a long-term solution. But you asked me for the best midfield for one game. And it was that midfield, because that was the midfield that played when we beat Arsenal 4-0, which was the best midfield performance I saw all season.
Really? What about what in that particular season, or you just mean like
in that particular season?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
what season was that again? Sorry,
21-22.
Was that the same season we beat them 5-0 at Trafford? Oh my god, mad.
5, yeah, but that if we're going for that midfield,
that was Hendo Milner.
That was Henderson, Milner, and Keita, mate.
Naby was there, right? That's just asking. Was Naby there though in that midfield? Was that one of the best midfield?
Technically, that was the best midfield performance of the season.
Because I'm just going to sit there and say Arsenal, that, right?
I thought Arsenal was the best. Arsenal 4-0 for me.
That Man United one, Tom, we ripped them to shreds, bro. But again,
are you on about the 5-0 or the 4-0?
No, I think it was 5.
The 4-0. The 4-0
pick your poison, bro.
Because the 4-0 had the best individual midfielder performance that season.
Tom, I just need you to say something.
That's where the Alcantara rating came out.
Welcome to the Tom Little penitentiary.
Yeah,
bro.
I see what you're doing, bro. Man, I'm swerving all over the place.
For the OGs in the chat, they all vouch right now. The likes of Vel, people who have been watching us for like the longest. I'm talking about like when Husam x Tom Little only had 200 people watching, like OGs. They'll tell you that I was the biggest Oxlade-Chamberlain guy, and I used to argue for Ox, and this loser used to argue against Ox every week. But just to be wrong and strong, he's doing Ox prop now. Like he's not done Ox prop in his life ever on a show with me.
Hold on.
Now
hold on. No. Right, how many times do you think
watch? Yes, I was there.
Hold on,
Jake.
How many times do you think NFT?
Ask the OGs. That's
see, this is the thing with you. You're all right. So you want to go right now to the detail? Tell me the minutes played. I'm not asking about that, Tom. I'm just saying with your eyes. With my eyes. We can all sit. We can all sit here and say right now, Jota is a better finisher than Darwin Núñez. Well, how many minutes has Jota played compared to Núñez? No one cares, bro. We just know that Jota's better. It's the same thing asking you, bro.
So if you're asking me what my best midfield from that season
I'm trying to see if you're trolling. Because when you said that, I was like, oh, is that how you really feel? That's how I wanted to check you quickly and just be like, are you just saying that for bands, or do you genuinely believe that
He's not trolling. He's not trolling. He's not trolling. He's not like he's not smart like that to like try to 4D chess it. The point with Tom is he's supposed to be wrong and strong. That's it. Like I'm just gonna stick to my opinion and I'm gonna die on the hill.
Yeah, because I feel like you're down on that hill because you thought I forgot about the Man United performance. Yeah, you think I'm gonna forget that?
Let me just do this. Big up to Mario who says the club just put up a mural of Salah at the Cup. I hope this means he stays. I hope this means he stays.
It's not
exactly. Well, he said Ander Herrera is better than Oxlade-Chamberlain.
There is 4 players. There is 4 players. There is 4
this is
players
the same guy
I
doing
hate.
props to now.
Shut up. There are 4 players that I hate. Richarlison, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, and Ander Herrera. You will never hear me say a good word about any of those 4. So there is not a world where I said Ander Herrera is better than Ox. Promise you. I cannot stand the rat. But yes, if you're asking me what I think our best midfield as a combination was that season, it was Ox, Thiago, Fabinho. Because that was
so
almost had
you just want to be so wrong, bro. I can see it in your face.
He don't believe it. I'm telling you, I know him.
Look at you. You want to laugh. You're a liar, bro.
Okay,
you're a liar.
No,
you're lying.
You're a liar. You're a
I'll break it down. Yeah. I'll break it down for you.
Get out of here, Tom.
No, Tom. We don't need to break down, bro.
No,
I don't need to break down.
No, because we want to talk about Everton. We want to talk about
Everton. We got to move,
we don't
bro.
have an Ox
Me and you will have that debate another day. We'll go another. Me and you'll have that debate another day.
When they get you on Coppish next week. Big up to Rapstar says, big up John and his constituents. More years. Of course, you'd say that selection. And then at the end of the year, if we don't win the league, this is all Slot's fault. Sell Salah. Tom, can you read this if you're actually proper scouse?
Arteta is a bad Botox Lego at the Blaze.
But why don't you say blurt in a scouse way? I could have said it like you.
What? Blaze?
Say it like a proper scouser. Like you're scouse, Tom.
Blaze? Or do you want me to properly like go into the throat?
Jack. I'm sorry,
Blaze.
What do you want? Yeah, that's how they say it.
Yeah, that's how they say it, though.
So you want me? You want me to over-comedify my accents? No, I'll say it as it is. He's a bad Botox Lego with the Blaze.
Blaze. No, the second one's a lot nicer. I'll be honest with you. I swear. The second one's a lot. I'm sorry, Jack. I tried, didn't it? But he's a wool. What can we do? Anyway, big up to all of you guys. We have 1,000 people locked in. We're at 350 likes, which is better than what we had before. But let's push 500 likes. 50% at least. You know, let's have Salah conversion rate. Slap the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys. And please do remember that all these guys' links are in the description. Tom Little with a 1 on YouTube, Twitter, Insta, the works. Callum, 1 show. Callum 1. Did I just combine both channels?
Yeah, you
Sanderson
did.
show, Matt's 1 show, Topish are all in the description. So there's an important game in case you guys are unaware. You get me? Liverpool take on Everton tomorrow. Let's discuss that. Instead of having Tom do Oxlade-Chamberlain revision, I was one of the biggest Ox fan in the universe, and he never did Ox prop ever. Matt,
I just didn't want
Everton tomorrow. Can you let Matt talk? Because he's proper scouse. Go ahead, Matt. Talk to me about tomorrow's game. And then we'll open the floor up. Go on, Matt.
Yeah. No, big up Tom as well. No, the Everton game, listen, this will be such a marker for us to win this game. If we win this game, obviously we go 9 points clear. And this is our game in hand. For me, it's a must win. There's no excuses. We have the players available to beat Everton. I know it's going to be a tough game. It is the last game at Goodison Park, Merseyside Derby. But if we are about this life and we want to win this title, you have to go and grab that title. You can't expect the title to be handed to you. And here's the thing. There's going to be pressure because, first of all, it's a Merseyside Derby and it's the last one. Second of all, there's going to be more pressure because this could have a big say on the title and momentum. Me personally, I genuinely feel like if we lose or draw this game, Arsenal will look at their next game and go, yeah, we can catch them. Like they'll believe. Whereas I feel like if we actually win the game, whether they're winning the next game or not, they're going to have that doubt of, yeah, but it's flipping out, man. Even if we win, it's just, you know what I mean? It's 9 points. We can put down that marker and we must, bro. Like I'm not taking excuses of players not playing how many games or this player's just come back from injury. Well, you know what the job is. Treat it like it's a final, so to speak. We have to get those 3 points, guys. Like it's a must. That's all I'm going to say about it. I just think players need to step up, actually. Certain players, like I know we always expect from Salah. And to be fair, Gakpo's been really helping as well. But I even want to see players like Diaz, man. Where have you been? You need to kind of chip in. It can't be just Gakpo, Salah all the time. And that worries me because if they have a bad game,
put the Diaz hope in the bag. It's not happening.
No,
it's not happening.
Put the fries in the
bag. I
Let's
agree with Tom there. I'll be honest with you. If I'm in Slot's place and Diaz like knocks on my door and says I want to play, I'm straight up just punching him in the face.
No. What I'm saying,
you couldn't get past the fucking Plymouth fullback.
No, I know. I know. Here's my worry.
Arnie Slot must sit there before every game at the minute. Look at his strikers and just sigh because none of them do what he wants.
All right. Let me ask you a quick question then. Yeah. Kind of like spoiler alert, who do you think is actually going to start? Because you've got either Nunes, you've got Jota, who's stunk up the joint as well, and you've got Nunes. So you've got Diaz, Jota, Nunes. This is what I'm saying. What do we do?
Jaden Dans hasn't went to Sunderland yet, so we can play him surely.
Because I'll be real, that's genuinely the issue that we have. We haven't got a midfield issue because McAllister and Gravenberch were rested, so they're going to be absolutely fine. Soboslai is going to be fine as well. The defense, listen, Conor Bradley is more than capable if Trent isn't available, and I think it'll be a bit of a risk to play Trent when he just got back into training. Ibu and Virgil are absolutely fine. The left back is where we do have an issue, and I will concede this. I've been asking for a while for Tsimikas to start, but that's one of the worst games I've seen from Tsimikas, like ever, or just any left back.
Look at Tom's face.
It was shocking. No. This is one game now. I can say that though, but I'm still not gonna. I'm not gonna be wrong and strong, so to speak. So I would admit that. But one thing I will say is this: I still think Tsimikas as a whole is still better, but that stinker was horrific, and it's starting to make me question, like, what the hell was going on. So we got two issues: striker and left back. That's glaring for me at the moment. Everything else is fine.
Realistically, he's probably got to start Jota.
You know, someone's funny. Yesterday, I think it was Toka in the chat. Big up Toka. He was like, every time Tsimikas plays, I'm like, start Robertson. And every time Robertson plays, I'm like, start Tsimikas. I was like,
the way though,
if that ain't the most accurate summary I've ever seen. You know, if we did the same exact show when the Fulham game happened, and we were all like, start Tsimikas. Now, if I even suggest to start Tsimikas against Everton, you're all gonna like just genuinely hate me. That's the thing. Like it gets to the stage where with these two, they're so inconsistent. I'm at a level now where I'd genuinely happily sell both. And you know what I'd do? I'd get one like very good left back who should start, and one random kid who's like the Carabao Cup guy. That's it. That's
you're right.
what I do. Because with both of them, like Tsimikas against Plymouth, fucking hell. And I vouch for this guy as well. Like every time Tsimikas does, you know, I'm like the biggest Tsimikas guy.
Has Sam feels personally offended here?
No, he knows. No, Tom knows. People, when Tsimikas has a good game, people come to me and go like, wow, Husam, you were right. He's amazing. And when Tsimikas has a bad game, everyone is in my chat talk about Tsimikas. Like, I'm the biggest Tsimikas guy because I believe in his technique. But the way that he performed against Plymouth, fucking hell, man. Couldn't cross the road. And another guy I was really disappointed in, who I'm a fan of. Tom knows this. I'm one of his biggest fans, Harvey Elliott.
Same.
So, you're playing against the championship side in fucking 24th. You're the number 10. Give me some fucking creativity. Like fucking every pass he made went to a Plymouth player. Every time, like Harvey Elliott, attempted pass, Plymouth goal kick. I was just like, what's going on here?
I've got something
Luis
else that
Diaz,
made me laugh.
I've apologized to the country of Colombia to couldn't get past the Plymouth
you regret that apology, don't you?
I regret it. I should have been wrong. I should have been held by opinion.
Husam, how much you like Italy? Because did you see what Chiesa done? Yeah, that's what
you like that cigarette, bro.
Yeah, you better like that. You better smoke that, bro. I'll be real.
It's the one time I encourage you to smoke.
What Chiesa done was criminal, and what Jota done was criminal. Those two players, in fact, no, Diaz goes in that category as well because I don't know what Diaz is doing, bro. Go on, Tom.
Big up to Endo, though. Endo was good.
No, Endo actually played well.
And I thought McConnell was all right.
No, McConnell
he got overran, Tom. He kind of
but it comes to a point where I feel sorry for him because his partner is a 17, attacking midfielder built like a twig. There's no way he's winning that physical midfield battle. I've got more time for the youngsters. Whereas I'll be honest, I thought Jota just never got into the game. But when we actually started giving him the ball, he was able to do some things. It was just never going into him. And that was partly because when it went to the left, when Diaz was there, the man played like he had stutter like on FIFA and just stood still, going, ooh, 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 ooh. And then Plymouth Diaz sitting there going, ooh, ooh.
I'll be honest, I thought you were talking about Chiesa because it applies to him as well.
No, because Chiesa didn't do that. Chiesa would do the stop. Go right every time.
Right.
We'll never go down line.
Tom, you like stats,
and then
right?
I've
got one of the worst stats you're going to hear all season. Do you know Diogo Jota had a 39% pass accuracy the whole game? 39%.
But again, that comes down to who can he pass to. Elliot was doing up centre-back settings.
Bro, they all play for Liverpool. They know who to pass to.
Yes,
they just pass to the wrong players.
I'm not saying he gets away with it, but I'm saying you look at the way we attacked in that game. Diaz stood out left doing jitter settings. Chiesa stood out right, not being able to get to any ball, and Harvey Elliott was very rarely, if ever, in the 10. I often saw Harvey Elliott picking up the ball off.
All right, what's this though? Even if you feel like you're gonna even if you got nowhere to go, there's no options. You try not to lose the ball, obviously, because you're trying to keep the ball. What if I told you Chiesa lost possession 29 times?
That's because
every 3 minutes.
That was crossing the ball constantly and not picking out a man.
Jota lost it 16 times. Chiesa lost it 29 times.
How many times did Diaz lose it?
Funny you say that. He lost it 14 times.
Oh, that's all right then.
They're all shocking. But to lose the ball 29 times, I've never heard of that before, you know? You know when people say Salah got dispossessed, he's the most dispossessed player in the league, whatever. But that's an accumulation, and Salah takes risks. But he takes risks against Premier League teams. We're talking about Plymouth. They're bottom of the championship, bro. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be so real. You see what Chiesa did there? This is exactly why people thought, why is Slot being harsh? Remember Carl when he played against a cup in another game and he was like, well, what do you expect? This is the level that he's playing against. Like it's League 2 or something. But I don't know if we're going to see Chiesa again.
Oh, lad, Harvey Elliott, my number 10, lost the ball 20 times.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I'll be honest. I'm wide favourite.
Hold on. I want.
Can you answer Mario's question? He spent £2.
Right.
Respect Mario.
Mario, yes, I still am. I just think United was the wrong club for him.
Oh my God, you're taking Amorim over Klopp.
If you're putting me in the situation that I was in at the back end of last season, yes, where Jurgen Klopp is going.
Oh my
Hold on.
Husam,
what you know
Husam, play the list of crimes. Husam, let's go to an ad break. Play the list of crimes now. Husam, please, I beg you, bro. Play the list of crimes.
Are you
That's what we can do.
In what context is the question? In what context is the question?
I'm trying to blend him in my background.
It's fucking obvious. You're still taking Amorim over Klopp. He's asking you right now.
Right.
With you know now, you're still taking Amorim over Klopp.
So Jurgen Klopp comes back now, or I get Amorim.
I'm trying to do the semantics.
I don't know what the question means though.
You're so
it's
full
right
of shit.
there on
You
the
need to go wipe your
screen.
mouth.
This is why I said, bro, you can't be trusted, bro. How are you going to say Amorim over Klopp?
Because I don't know what the question's asking for. Are you giving me... What version of Jurgen Klopp are you giving me?
I'm taking any version of Klopp ahead of
any
Amorim.
Version, bro. Tom, all jokes aside, we're going to have a slight intervention here. All jokes aside. There's nothing that Amorim has done to suggest that he's even Klopp's level. There's nothing. He hasn't done anything.
Don't disagree.
So how can you sit there?
I don't know who to go to first. I'm going to go to you, Tom, as Liverpool got smacked up today. What are you saying?
It's okay, Tom.
Jürgen, mate, I love you, but it's time to go. I just I think this is what.
Tom ain't changed one bit, you know.
Husam,
He's the same Tom, bro.
Do you mind if me and Tom just have the room for a sec? Is that all right?
Yeah, go for it. Matt, I'm gonna remove myself.
Yeah. Which
Tom, bro, you can't keep doing this every week.
I misunderstood the question.
You're misunderstanding life at the moment, bro.
I misunderstood the question.
Tom, hear me out
It's
here.
a simple mistake.
You need to rectify this ASAP. This isn't one of these things that we can let drag on past this show, bro. This needs to be rectified now. Tom, you're dragging us through the mud here, bro. You're dragging us through the mud. Amorim, I agree with you that Amorim's at the wrong club, but there is absolutely no way in hell I'm taking Amorim over any version of Klopp. Even the Klopp that finished fifth in the league when was playing Salah wide to accommodate Nunes. Bro, Amorim is not Klopp's level. Tom, we need to sort this. We need to sort this now, bro. This can't leak into another stream.
No, but Cal, my point is, if the question's asking me, do I get the Jurgen Klopp that ended last year, the one that looked done, the one that looked tired, the one that looked finished, or Ruben Amorim? I don't want to have Jurgen Klopp who doesn't want to be here. Or are you saying Jurgen Klopp now comes in fully rejuvenated? If I get a fully rejuvenated Jurgen Klopp every day of the week, but the Jurgen Klopp that I had at the back end of last year, who looked sick of everything, I don't want that one.
Tom, Jurgen Klopp at 12% battery life is still better than Ruben Amorim.
I just don't want Jurgen Klopp that's not 100% there.
Tom, we need to rectify this now, bro. I don't know what you have to say or what you have to do, but we need to rectify this ASAP.
I stand by that point. If my point is I get the Jurgen Klopp, if I get the Jurgen Klopp who ended last year not wanting to be here, I don't want that. I don't want him at the football club.
So
but if I get a Jurgen Klopp who is rejuvenated and got energy, then yes, he's 100% better than Amorim. No doubt in my mind.
Ruben Amorim, bro, is getting smashed to pieces by teams at home like Palace and all that.
Yeah, and he's a dickhead for taking the United job.
Yeah, but so Tom, what are we doing here, brother?
What makes him better than
Matt, let me.
Sorry,
it's not that he is better than Klopp. It's that the Klopp that ended last year. I don't want to see that version of Klopp managing my football club.
He's still better than that. Sorry. I keep getting involved. Sorry, it's my bad.
Is that version of Klopp better than Ruben Amorim today?
I feel like we're influenced by what United's Amorim is. I want to go back to what the Sporting Amorim was. Sporting Amorim. If I can have that version of Amorim, yes, ahead of the complete version of Jurgen Klopp that I saw at the back end of last year, it's one that it's something that I'd take. But any other situation, no.
Tom,
please.
What you're saying right now stinks, bruv. Stinks. It stinks, bruv.
You gotta take this back, man. You gotta take this
Tom, I understand Amorim is not at the right club. We all understand that. But my word.
That just happened.
I have no idea. Oh,
they were still on the stream, but like they just disappeared.
They just disappeared. Even the universe is trying to tell Tom, what are you saying, bruv?
Again, any other situation, it's Jurgen Klopp 100%. Even the Jurgen Klopp that started last season, even the Jurgen Klopp before he announced he was going last year, I'd take that over Amorim in any situation. But the Jurgen Klopp, in the case it was, would you still take Amorim over Klopp? I'm going current situation. Jurgen Klopp wouldn't want to be here. So why would I want that?
Like Cal said the best quote all day. Jurgen Klopp on 12% battery is still better than Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim is at 99.9% battery and he's getting smacked about left, right, and center. And albeit he's at the wrong club. But to be smacked around like that is crazy.
Tom, you were just about to get parole and you went and beat up a guard. now you're looking at an extra year on your sentence, bro. And all we're saying is just apologize to the guard and you're saying, man did what man did, innit? Now they're going to throw the book at you, bro.
Literally.
And like I said, 99 scenarios out of 100, I'd take Jurgen Klopp. But I just played up the one scenario that where it would be a different game.
Apple juice ain't kind of. I'm gonna have to start drinking something stronger. It's gonna happen. I knew this would be the season where I started turning to alcohol. I knew
Tom was a changed man when he done that Amrin video on his YouTube channel. I knew from then. He could never go back in it. That was it.
I knew this was gonna be the season where I turned to alcohol.
Tom ain't going back. Tom was like, it's Amrin or nothing.
I still need views. I still need views on that video.
Yeah, guys. Fellas, I don't even want you to be like a part of us. Like you just can't even we can't even be in the same like stratosphere here. Like we're all gonna be in a row by ourselves, and you just be down there like the loser that you are, comparing Ruben Amorim, a mank bastard right now, to fucking Jurgen Klopp. Have some shame. I mean, I'm gonna make you smaller. You're too big for the screen right now. I'll put you like on the floor. Like that's where I'm gonna put you at that point. Yes, so this is what we're gonna do right here. So Everton game. Callum, talk to me about the Everton game before we all go crazy. Just give me your thoughts on the game.
Really worried, if I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Wow, thank you so much, Callum, for your elaborative opinion there. I'm worried. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. See you on tomorrow's stream. He paused for like 9 seconds. Like I'm just.
I am. Matt will tell you. I'm kind of predicting a draw for that game. I'm worried about the game. I'm worried about not just the physicality, but the fact that the referees are terrible. I think Slot had a moment of genius in his press conference today when he mentioned that Everton got 10 free kicks in the first 10 minutes. I think that kind of is planting a seed, but we never get any decisions at Everton. And
are you saying he's doing the Jurgen Klopp thing where he said United get too many penalties and then they didn't get a penalty again for the rest of the season?
Effectively. But I think he is. Yeah. Everton, we know what their whole season is playing Liverpool at Goodison Park. This is, I think you said it, Tom. This is their Champions League final. This is their World Cup final. This is everything to them. And yeah, I can see it being a draw. But I don't think it's the end. I said this last week. It's not the end of the world if we get a draw there. 7 points gap. You take that at the beginning of the season.
There's no need for me to get associated now. I'm done. Already. I'm done with Callum already. It's just this whole it's okay to have a draw. Sometimes I hate my life.
I like how Callum put on the same level as me now.
This whole oh my god, it's okay to draw, guys. It's not welcome to draw.
Welcome to the cell.
We have to beat Everton. There is no.
I never said it's okay. I never said it's okay.
So we must. See, I said it. It's a must.
No, it's not a must.
It is.
Specifically now, given the context that we just fucking lost to Plymouth, you damn right this game is a must-win game. It's
based on that, yes. Based on that, yeah.
No, based on that, based on that thing, but it's a reality because you rested the whole first 11 for Everton. So now you have to go kick Everton's ass. Like that's just the reality of the situation. You get me? Yeah, let's not go there. And by the way, you said the quad thing, and that's why we got knocked out the FA Cup.
I didn't. I never once said it this season.
You did.
I haven't.
You put
we have eyewitnesses. Yeah,
you put fingers up the camera at one point.
Yeah, but that's just a little bit of banter, right? Like,
can you promise us something? Don't do this from now to the end of the year, please. You not do this.
Hold on now.
Because then one of these is getting fucked, and I don't want us to be like. I don't want it to happen.
I'll be honest. I said yesterday I think we only win one trophy.
I know I'm behind bars at the minute, but is there not a world where Cal could be trying to reverse jinx it so that he says draw and otherwise it happens?
I don't think so.
Guys, I'm not being funny. I don't actually have a special power that can harness and change the direction. In reverse. I haven't got that power.
We're in a reverse, you know.
Yeah. You're dead, Tom. You're dead after today's comments.
You're in the hole, bro. Like you're in solid. You're in solid.
Mario paid £2 for that as well, and you just spit in his face like on that.
You've got the Bane mark.
Right. I'm gonna have to start next Tuesday stream with like a full-on apology, aren't I?
Yes, you do. You have to sing the Klopp song. Can you sing the Klopp song right now to redeem yourself? You have to sing the Klopp song.
I'll have my apology ready by next week. I'm not doing it now.
Okay, good. Good.
But
Okay, let's
I
just
do disagree with Cal. We need to win tomorrow because you got
Oh, wow.
5 games in.
Tom actually doesn't have
You
the
got
calculator out for once. I'm so proud of you, Tom. Wow, this
I
is
mean, I'm
life-changing.
gonna pull a calculator out in a second, but not for tomorrow. You need to win tomorrow. Because you got 5 games in 15 days, and you realistically need 13 points minimum out of them 5 games. And if you draw with Everton, you know you're fucked for the rest. You've got to be perfect for the rest of them. You win tomorrow, you get a little bit more leeway. So I think tomorrow is a must win. I think the must wins 100%.
I actually agree with you. I don't hate that take so much. So
Tomorrow is a
basically,
must-win.
you're saying out of the next 5, you can draw 1.
Yeah, you've got to win 4 out the next 5.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah, that's fair. That's actually objective.
Because it's too. Because what will end up happening in this run of 5, because we got to the Carabao Cup final, it was we go from having a game in hand to giving everyone else a game on us, because we play Everton, which is the game in hand, and then we've got Villa in the midweek as well because of the Carabao Cup final. So we go from having a game on Arsenal to
Wait,
Arsenal
so the Villa
game
midweek game is rescheduled now?
Yes, the Villa midweek game was originally supposed to be played on the 16th of March because that's when the Carabao Cup final is. It had to get moved to this midweek. So we end up playing a game extra than Arsenal. So in theory, we could be, I mean, well, what are we, 6 points ahead of Arsenal at the minute?
Yeah.
We could be 12.
In theory, it could be 12. Theory.
It could be, if you do your job, it's 12 points. That's why I think that you've got to win 4 of the next 5 to make sure that from this point, because I think this is the toughest run you've got left of the season. You've got Everton away, Villa away, Wolves at home, City away, Newcastle away in 15 days. If you leave that run with more points, with a bigger points gap than you had going into it, I don't see how it's I think that's what you've got to aim to do.
I'd say one thing about you is you are an absolute fraud and a loser, and you may have like 90% wrong opinions. But one thing I will give you credit for is you are the first person I know on this whole platform who said Gakpo left wing. No one said this before you on this whole platform.
You cannot start a compliment by calling someone a fraud.
Hold on, Husam, you might want to put me there as well. Cal, I mean, you can't. Yeah. Cal, what have I been saying about Gakpo?
Yeah, Tom said it first, though, like for real.
Matt,
I'm talking
no, Cal, this is Coppage versus Husam and Tom now. Cal, what did I say about?
Matt's been saying it for a while.
For when he landed.
Yeah, that's why I chose Matt to be my partner. But the difference between Matt and Tom is, you get me? Matt does not say Amarim over Klopp. That's your partner, though, Callum. So you're going to have to hold that. Anyway, yeah, he tried to have you know what's funny? I fully removed me and Matt, and I just knew the conversation was going to go nowhere. I just knew it. Callum was going to try his hardest, and then Tom's going to go like, I stick to my opinion, and that's it. And this fucking over. There's no point, because it's just going to be wrong and strong. But anyway, with Gakpo, I've always said, and Tom even will vouch for me, I've said, listen, we just need to get more one running mate. Just give me one fucking guy that can get goals in important moments. That's all I fucking want. Fact. All I've ever wanted is just one running mate. That's all I want. And Cody has been that. And Callum brought up a fantastic point last week. Cody's goals are spread out. Unlike Diaz, who did score the 8 all in a 5-game period, like Cody will score 2 this month, 2 the month after, 3 the month after, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's a bit more spread out evenly, you know? And I think that's something that works in his favor. And now in this run-in, my front 3 would be Mo on the right, Cody on the left, and whoever the fuck. That's literally my logic, because I just can't separate them. Jota's the best finisher, but he also has legs made from biscuits. Nunez has no brain whatsoever. And Diaz is so hit and miss, it makes no sense, because last week against Bournemouth away, even without a GA, we loved him, and this week away at Plymouth, he's crap. So I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. But anyway, listen, I don't want to keep you guys for too long. Let me just read these super chats before we get out of here. Guys, we're just 50 likes away from 500 likes. It's our initial target. Sorry, we're not asking you for anything crazy. It's a free button. Close your live chat, like the video, so more and more people watch the stream with us. So big up to you guys. Pitch condition hindered passing. Let's be real. Yeah, but the pitch condition worked against both clubs. Like, Plymouth players should find it more difficult in shitter conditions because they play for fucking Plymouth, mate. So that's just You know, for someone that calls other people delusional, you just brought up an excuse that Ty from AFTV would make up. It's just fucking mental.
Yeah, there's no excuse.
Big up to you. Big up to Callum who says, Michaelenko is good and I wouldn't be surprised if he does well against Salah. The rest need to step up if that happens. I do agree with that.
Salah cooks Michaelenko. Salah when he's 80%, 70% cooks Michaelenko.
Oh, hold on. I'm sometimes
a jinx. I'm sometimes a jinx and I'm sometimes a genius. I'm going to say something mad. I think Salah gets 3 GA against Everton.
Okay.
In one game. I think he's going to get 3 GA.
He gets 2, I think.
I'm saying a goal and assist, not just goal, by the way.
Like
GA.
I think goal assist as well, funny enough.
I think he only gets an assist. I think it's going to be Gakpo is the big turn up for us.
You think it's going to be like a 1-0 thing?
I think it'll be like.
Do you remember the game where we played at Goodison, our last win there, where we won 4-1? Remember that game? I think it's going to be like that this time again.
That was prime Benitez ball Everton. No, that was an Everton team that was so bad and played a style of football.
Yeah, but this is David Moyes, not Deitch.
David Moyes understands.
If it was Deitch, I'd say 1-0. I can't lie, but because it's Moyes.
No, but Husam, David Moyes and Everton work, and I mean, look at the form under them. They've been solid. That this isn't going to be like the Benitez Everton, which had some. You got to remember, Benitez Everton, the fans didn't want him. They were booing him. We were the ones singing Benitez chants that day. We were the ones singing chants about their manager and what he achieved for us. They didn't want him. That was never going to work. Moyes at Everton is a different kettle of fish.
Chiesa moves me like me after pasta. I have IBS. What's IBS?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah.
You've got problems with your bowels.
Pasta's bad for your bowels?
No, some people, if you have IBS, some people are triggered by certain foods. So basically, it's a madness after you eat pasta for some people.
For some people, yeah, like so they might go bathroom and it's a madness.
Jack, I'll give you honest advice, and I think I've seen this from one of the Italians. Next time you go buy spaghetti, don't buy the yellow one. The yellower it is, the faker it is. Buy like the closer to like brown one, like the light brown ones. That's the more authentic ones. And I don't think like you would have any problems. Tom is either 70% right or 70% wrong. No, don't give him too much credit. Don't give him too much credit. He's either 90% wrong or 90% right. That's just honest.
That's giving me more credit.
No, that's giving you less credit because you have a 90% possibility of being wrong.
But you've also said I've got a 90%. That's not what you said at all. You said I'm either. You said I've got a 50-50%. Oh, is it
actually your super chat doesn't even make sense, Tyler. I think Tom is 90% right, 90% wrong, and 10% right.
No, that's no.
Yes,
no.
yes. Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
No.
You want me to play the list again? You just said Kwanzaa is better than Konate. He's getting bullied by fucking Plymouth defenders. Sit your ass down, please.
But again,
sit your ass.
Cal, I know we had our differences today, but you were my lawyer on the day that I cleared those charges. I cleared those charges.
No, did you clear them, Cal? You cleared the charges, did you?
He cleared the charges on that day. I've got so much.
What do you mean he cleared the charges? He says Kwanzaa is a better defender. He said it, bro.
No.
Why you?
Yeah. He cleared the charges on that day for a technicality, but right now,
what technicality?
A technicality. But you see, right now, I've got paperwork coming out of my arse trying to deal with it.
You want to know what the technicality is? He said Kwanzaa is a better defender than Konate, a better centre back than Konate, not a better defender. Apparently, that's the technicality. And the other technicality is because he explained it afterwards and he said the reasons. And by the way, I was proven right. I told you it wasn't just passing. This fraud said that Kwanzaa is better in the year as well. We played it online.
Tom.
I cleared all the charges. We were there on the day.
Sam's right, Tom. Let's
go back to the stream.
You know, Tom, I know you're in a relationship. I'd hate for you to cheat because you're the biggest, like you're a bad liar. You're just such a bad, like you start leaning back and you start smiling and you start
all the semantics.
Let's go find that stream then, because the video did come out. Where was it? It was in December, weren't it? It was on.
We're not going to play any clips. I apologize for Tom, and I don't even know him.
Oh, so I can't even clear my.
No, you can't because we're on 1 hour 45 minutes into video. Exactly.
Right, I
apologize for Tom, and I don't even know him. Is what JW is saying. Yeah, it's crazy. Put everyone top row and put Tom. You inspired me, mate. I think this is the best layout we've ever had for the stream. You get me? So this is just the reality, you know. I wish I could just make Tom even a bit smaller on screen, but I don't even think that's possible. Like, I don't know how small I can make him. You know, maybe just do this instead. That way, that's what you get punished for, like the Amarim take, because he's just such a shit take, the Amarim take, that you just have to go like Tom,
mate.
Yeah, and you know what it is? Like, as soon as someone plays for Man United, they should just be dead to us. But this guy is just continuously. Go watch his videos so he gets more views. Let Madrid take Tom too, for fuck's sake. Hey, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Unfortunately, today I will be supporting City, though. Spoiler. I will be supporting City. I need that fucking Real Madrid knocked out ASAP. Because if Real Madrid, funnily enough, I was telling Tom earlier on, I was fixing my BN Sports satellite dish because it wasn't working. The guy that came in, he was like a Madrid fan. And we were speaking on the way, like, to my house and back to his shop. And we were having a conversation. He was like, you know what, Husam? If Real Madrid get knocked out, I think you'll win the Champions League. And I'm like, you fucking think? Yes, I hope you get knocked out today. Because I'm thinking to myself, hey, bring me anyone else. Adi, no problem. Just not them.
I need
just not them.
Like, yeah, I think Barca are dangerous as well, though. I think Barca are quite dangerous.
He actually spoke to me about Barca. He said, the reason why you would beat Barca, he was referring to us, Liverpool. He was saying because Barca's defense is so shit that they're going to concede like 3 goals, 4 goals. Like,
fair play.
Yeah, they're not going to keep a clean sheet, while we can in a possible scenario. Cal to Tom. Big man, come let me talk to you around the corner real quick, fam. It's not looking good, bruv. Hey. Hey. Oh my god, man. It is true, AMD, because he did ask for a minute by themselves and it's still amassed to nothing, you know. It's like, have you guys ever watched Beyond Scared Straight?
Yeah.
Remember that show? Yeah. And it felt like Callum was just screaming at the kid, and the kid is so naughty and just dumb that he just didn't listen.
He didn't care. They didn't care.
Yeah. Play Chiesa in the 9. Trust. Listen, I sang Italian national anthem. To be honest with you, after Plymouth, don't make suggestion like this. To give it up.
Could you imagine Chiesa's first Premier League start being away at Goodison Park under the lights with James Tarkowski and Jake O'Brien on him? 6'4" and 6'5".
Yeah, fucking 3-0 up against Brest. That's not even a joke.
We could play.
That's no surprise, though. To be fair, PSG, I always expected to go.
Yeah, but Brest, we gave them a bit of credit. Like, they beat Madrid and shit. They're like, okay, maybe you do something.
Yeah, but this is where I think you're really going to see teams take it to the next level. You could just see those good as I think Brest are. PSG just better, man. Look at that to City.
As good as the Brest are.
Yeah, man. Brest are good.
I agree, but I prefer someone else.
But...
Big up to Mario, who says, Tom, you think the United fans are taking Amarim over Klopp?
I know he hasn't said anything, but I'm probably advised by my lawyers to not speak anymore.
Callum,
no, speak, bro. Speak, bro.
You're not my lawyer. You're not my lawyer.
Say what you want to say, bro.
My lawyer, my client would prefer not to answer at this time, please.
Are you actually taking on this client? I'm telling you, this very dangerous client.
Someone's got to save him. Someone's got to save him.
He's doing pro bono work. No one else is taking his
Man's trying to do the Proctor thing with
I'll be honest with you. If I put like 1,000 United fans on like, the heartbeat monitor thing, like where you can tell if someone's lying or telling the truth, and I ask them Amarim over Klopp, whoever says Amarim, the machine will go like directly because they're lying. Like 100%. They would so take Klopp over Amarim right now. It's not even a joke. Like Klopp would literally make the bums score goals in their team. I'm not even joking.
100%, bro.
100%. Big up to Hassan LFC, says, I don't want Atleti. We win, but at what cost? No, of course. Listen, there's levels of not wanting, though. There's a level of like, I don't want Atleti, but I don't want Madrid. Like, I don't want them at all, like in any scenario. Like, leave them the fuck away from me, bro.
It's two different arguments. I wouldn't want Real Madrid because they've got a hoodoo. and weird things happen with them in the Champions League.
Yes,
I wouldn't want
heritage.
I wouldn't want Atletico Madrid because I would want to kill myself after the 2 legs because of the football they would play and the fact they beat us on a 90th minute counter attack.
You don't want to pay Atletico, they are a problem,
with Atletico,
they terrify
Atletico
me.
is the reason why I hate Adrian till the day I rest. I will genuinely never forgive him ever for that game because people say stuff like, "Oh my God, Bayern were so strong that year." We would have slapped the fuck out of Bayern. Let's establish this right now.
Look at that second.
By the way, just so everyone knows, we did our job. Like Anfield fully did its job. The players did their job. Wijnaldum scored. Firmino scored 2-0. Khalas, job done. Adrian, let me just give the ball to Llorente because I'm a dumbass. And that's what he fucking did. Fucking idiot. I wish we
go watch back that second half as well.
13.
Look at how many chances we missed in that second half. We hit the bar about 4 times.
Yeah, Oblak turned into Prime Buffon. It's just so irritating. Look, I've been in the background listening to this nonsense. Tom, been spitting all stream. I hereby revoke your academy status at the club. We will not be buying your kids anymore. So when you say spitting, you mean spitting garbage, basically, not actually spitting facts, So, yeah, just a bit of clarity there. You got me. Goal disallowed, but they're 2-0 up still. Anyway, big up to you, Ed. And listen, jokes aside, of course, big up to every single one of these guys, including Tom, unfortunately. I'm going to have to say it because it's the end of the stream. We're just 10 likes away from 500 likes, so please do like the video on your way out. It helps out the channel, helps out the algorithms, helps this channel continue to grow because we are at 44.7k subscribers. We're closing in on 45k before the road to 50k, ladies and gentlemen. The big 5-0, the man from Jordan with an Android phone, a stack of books, who got promised an invite by Kopish 4 years ago and finally made it 4 years later, is now 5,000 subs away from 50k.
That's the best comparison to the user, Sam. When they invited you on, you were using a phone and a stack of books. And now you've got a full-on setup with a sign and everything. Yeah. That's how long it took.
Yeah, that's how long it took them. It's like us with signings. Instead of going and signing them from South America for 3 million, we go sign them when they're at Brighton for 100. That's us. That's what we do. Anyway, love you all. Team Kopish is in the description. Go give them a subscribe. The Sanderson show is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. I'm in his chat as well. I can't lie to you. Sometimes when I'm watching his show at night, the MMA one, I just have him on in the background as I'm doing something. And I'll tell you something right now. If you think Jamie waffles when it comes to football, he waffles a whole lot worse when it comes to MMA. Like Jamie Phillips waffling in MMA is just
Jamie is wild on the channel. Some of the things
wild, bro. He has never made like a single non-wild prediction ever. Like he just says the craziest shit, bro. Like it's just, yeah, it's just a madness. The Matt One show is also in the description. Give him a subscribe, and of course, Tom Little on YouTube, Twitter, Insta, the X with a one, not the I. And this stream is going to take you over to my Madrid-Manchester City watch-along because I can redirect myself, so fuck it, why not? So this stream is going to take you over to my own stream, which is the Madrid-Manchester City stream. I will be supporting Man City. I've announced it publicly. I don't give a fuck about your hatred of oil money or any of that. I'm just going to say it's anyone but
Husam, don't back them tonight. You need them to really draw.
No, I'm backing them tonight. I hope that they win 4-0.
No, because if they draw today, they've got to go all out in the second leg 3 days before they play us.
Yeah, but they're going to go all out anyway because it's Madrid. Even if they win 2-0.
But I'd rather they had to go chase something than had to hold on to something.
I hear you, but I'll never agree with you. Anyway, see you guys on that stream now. Peace out.